Butter chicken, the famous North Indian dish which is not only loved in India but has made its mark throughout the world. Just like biryani, there are many different ways to cook butter chicken, and today I'll be sharing one of the most easiest way to cook this recipe. Traditionally, this recipe is made of a thick gravy, and this is what I'm going to do. So let's begin with the marination of the chicken first. I'm using 300 grams of boneless chicken legs because it keeps the chicken moist and juicy in the gravy, whereas the breast piece, it tends to be little chewy after getting cooked. This is the basic tandoori marination, so I'm adding a tablespoon of red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, quarter teaspoon of a turmeric powder, half tablespoon of coriander powder, salt to taste, which I have taken half a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of lime juice and 2 tablespoons of oil. And while shooting the video, I totally missed on adding a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, which I did add it later on. And due to the lockdown, it was hard for me to get curd, so if you have it, use couple of spoons in the marination. Mix this well and let it rest in the refrigerator for minimum of 30 minutes till 8 hours. If you are a vegetarian, you can simply substitute the chicken with paneer tikka or tandoori mushroom, or in that case even the soya chops goes amazing with this gravy. I have taken half a kg tomatoes which are really nice and red to make the puree. I have slit it into half and removed this tiny part because it doesn't blend properly. Boil the tomatoes on a high flame for 15 to 20 minutes or till it starts releasing the skin. Cool it down completely and start peeling off the skin from the tomatoes. Now without adding any water, blend it to a smooth paste. Grind 1 big size onion, adding 1 green chili to it. I have soaked 25 cashews for 15 minutes in a lukewarm water and then made a fine paste out of it. Moving towards the spice mix, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of red chili powder and 1 tablespoon of garam masala, a pinch of turmeric powder followed by half a tablespoon of coriander powder and half a tablespoon of roasted cumin powder. Mix this well and keep it aside. To fry the marinated chicken, I'm heating 3 tablespoons of oil and half a tablespoon of butter. And once the oil is nice and hot, start placing the marinated chicken pieces on the pan. I'm cooking this on a high flame so that the chicken does not release any water and the juices, it stays intact. Boneless chicken meat does not take much time to cook. 2 to 3 minutes on each side and the chicken will be well cooked. If you do not like the boneless meat, then the option for the grilled drumsticks is always open. And another option for the lazy ones is to order the chicken tandoori from the restaurant, debone it and mix it in the gravy. To make the makhni, I'm using the same pan without cleaning it so that I can extract all the flavors from that burnt masala. Adding 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil followed by a good amount of butter in which we will cook this gravy. Once the butter starts sizzling in the oil, I'll add 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste and saute it for a minute. At this point, I can smell the aroma of the burnt garlic butter, and this is the right time to add the onion paste. Now let this fry for a minute or two on a high flame, followed by mixing the spice mixture which I made it earlier. Now I'll mix this well and let it cook for 2 minutes on a low flame with a closed lid. After adding the tomato puree, it's time to add the salt. I'm just being little cautious about the salt because even the butter contains a good amount of salt. So for time being, I'm just adding half a tablespoon, and if required, it can be adjusted at the end of the cooking as well. Now I will cover this with a lid and let it simmer for 10 minutes on a low flame so that the water from the puree is evaporated. Just in case if you don't know, the original name of this recipe is Murg Makhan Wala. Butter chicken is the name given by the Britishers. Maybe it was hard for them to pronounce it. So the next time if you're not able to find butter chicken in the menu card, just search for Murg Makhan Wala or Murg Makhni. Now I will add the cashew paste and mix it really well with this gravy. I used to always wonder how come the restaurants serve the dish on your table within few minutes after giving the order, where else when you cook the same recipe at home it takes hours. Well, most of the restaurants, they keep their purees and paste ready, and secondly, they cook on a very high flame. I will let it simmer for another 20 minutes and stir it occasionally so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Adding 2 tablespoons of salt, which will balance the spices. Now it's time for the chicken to take a swim in the gravy. Remember, chicken will release its own juices, so I'll let it cook for another 5 minutes with a closed lid before I sprinkle some freshly chopped coriander so that it gives that real dhabe wala feeling. The last thing which I'm going to add is little crushed dried kasuri methi for that extra added flavor. The ingredients and the measurements are mentioned in the description box below. Do tag me on the Instagram with a picture whenever you'll cook this recipe, and please don't forget to share this video with your loved ones, especially the butter chicken lovers. Please don't forget to subscribe for more such recipes. Stay home, stay safe.